Hello students, so today we'll start with modern theory. So modern theory is the fifth theory of origin of life. The other name of modern theory is also known as chemogenetic theory. It is also known as chemogenetic theory. So modern theory is divided into three parts. First is chemogeny, second is biogeny, and third is cogenogeny. Chemogeny, biogeny, cogenogeny. So now let's see each one of these. Chemogeny deals with chemical evolution. So chemogeny tells us how the chemical compounds were evolved. Chemogeny was given by Oparin and Haldane. Oparin and Haldane give this chemogeny theory. So there were certain conditions for chemical evolution. The conditions were the temperature was very high, energy existed in two forms, UV rays and lightning. Broth formation occurred. Now what is broth? When it rained, the rains formed huge water bodies. So those water bodies had certain minerals dissolved in it. So these minerals in these rain or the huge water bodies were known as broth. Okay, so broth formation occurred. Then there were certain gases like ammonia, methane, carbon dioxide, etc. But again, there was no oxygen. So, in this chemical evolution, certain chemical compounds were formed. So, what chemical compounds were formed? Sugars, aldehyde, purines, pyrimidine, etc. Okay, so this is chemogeny. Now let's come to biogeny. Biogeny, as the name suggests, bio means theory of biomolecule formation. Biomolecule formation means here these simple chemical compounds that are formed here, these reacted to form certain complex molecules. So simple chemical compounds, they reacted to form certain complex molecules like DNA, which formed RNA. Then this RNA formed proteins. So here proteins were formed. Okay, so this DNA to RNA to protein is known as central dogma of molecular biology. So in biogeny, the simple compounds reacted to form complex molecules like DNA, and this formation of DNA to RNA, RNA to protein is known as central dogma of molecular biology. So here proteins are formed. The next is cogenogeny. So in cogenogeny, the first life formation took place. First life formation and evolution took place. We'll see how. So here proteins are formed. Here we had broth formation. So these proteins and broth, they aggregate to form protobions. These are said to be the first organisms. Okay, these proteins and broth formed protobions. Protobions are organisms, but they do not reproduce. So from these protobions, eobions are formed. Eobions or coservates. Remember this term, coservates, because these coservates could reproduce. And how did they reproduce? By budding. And that is why these coservates are considered to be the first living form. Okay, these coservates, since they could also reproduce, they are considered to be the first living form. After this, various evolution took place. Anaerobic organisms were formed. Then aerobic organisms were formed. So these aerobic organisms, finally they released oxygen in the atmosphere. So finally in the atmosphere oxygen was found. So the first aerobic organism is said to be cyanobacteria. Cyanobacteria is the first aerobic organism. So this comprises the modern or chemogenetic theory. In the next class, we'll see the experimental proof of this chemogenetic theory.